Right now, a second primetime January 6th committee hearing just wrapping up within the last hour. A breakdown of those new developments coming up. Plus, the State Patrol sends a warning to those tempted to record crash sites while driving by, why that video could get you into trouble. And the Dane County Fair kicks off today. We'll take a closer look at the upgraded security plans after a large fight at last year's event. That's all coming up right now at 10.
Doors have opened, new subpoenas have been issued, and the dam has begun to break.
Thank you for joining us. New testimony, video, and audio all being showcased tonight in another primetime committee hearing. Members tonight focusing on President Trump's inaction as the Capitol was under siege. We'll have a breakdown of what we've learned coming up in just a few minutes. First, it can be hard to resist pulling out your phone and hitting record when driving by a crash. Well, just last year, that specific form of distracted driving became illegal in Wisconsin, but dozens were still caught doing so at a crash site this week. Now officials are issuing a fresh reminder to just cut it out. Arman Rahman reports.
It may sound like old news. Stay off your phone when driving.
It's incredibly frustrating.
But the State Patrol had to remind 12 drivers with citations Wednesday for trying to record a crash on the highway in Arlington.
And if we have other vehicles slowing down, perhaps trying to take a look or take a picture of what's happening with the crash, as stated before, that in itself could cause another crash, which means it delays us in responding to somebody who is potentially having life-threatening injuries.
When Sun Prairie Fire Captain Kevin Dahmer heard of so many driving so recklessly by an accident,
it just reiterates that, yeah, that happens, and it happens a lot.
one word kept coming to his mind.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Last year, Governor Tony Evers even made it against Wisconsin law. A misdemeanor faces drivers using their phones within 500 feet of a crash.
There's enough distractions with us, the trucks, the lights. You have police officers, ambulance, tow truck drivers sometimes.
And it puts all those involved trying to save lives at risk.
All it takes is one of our guys to step back accidentally in the lane. It's just really hard to do what we're trying to do up on the highway, and then you're trying to watch your back at the same time.
So Captain Dahmer joins other officials in begging people to resist the urge gawking at a crash and put those phones down.
I hope they're thinking about us out there, because it's dangerous.
Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Drivers caught with their cell phones near a crash site could be hit with up to $10,000 in fines, 9 months in jail, and up to 200 hours of community service. Some incredible new video tonight showing a boat crash on the Fox River in Oshkosh. It happened earlier this month, but the video was just released today. You can see a private boat collide nearly head-on with a cruise paddleboard that had 43 passengers on board. One of those passengers had to be hospitalized after the crash, and 6 others were injured. The private powerboat fled the scene, but since then, all 7 occupants have been identified and the driver arrested. Alcohol and speed were both listed as causes of the crash. And in LA this afternoon, a shuttle bus with dozens of people on board was involved in a crash at LAX International. The crash was reported on the airport's lower level. According to initial reports, there were 30 people on board the bus at the time. 2 people are described to be in serious condition. And let's get a look at our certified most accurate forecast now. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton.
It was another warm afternoon with sunshine for most. A few isolated showers popping up northeast of Dane County earlier today, but now things drying up overnight. We hit a high of 89 in Madison. A little bit above average, but certainly not a record-breaking afternoon, starting the day off in the upper 60s. We're currently sitting about 75 in Dane County, 79 in Janesville, and about 68 in the Dells. Wind speeds have certainly backed off, generally in the 5 to 10 mile per hour range overnight. We're expecting another mostly sunny day tomorrow. Doppler track is quiet. That's likely how it's going to stay through most of Friday. There's a slight chance for a shower in the afternoon after overnight lows drop down to the low 60s to start off the day. Our focus, though, really on Saturday right now. Saturday, we're expecting strong to severe thunderstorms to develop in the late afternoon and evening, and some of those storms could produce some really heavy rainfall, high winds, and hail. We'll take a closer look at the timing for this system building in this weekend in just a few minutes.
County fairs should all be about food, family, and fun. Dane County's intends to be opening this morning for the weekend, but after a big fight at the fair last year, organizers and police aren't taking any chances. They're taking extra steps. If you go, you will notice some changes. New metal detectors, limits to how late you can arrive, and requiring all kids under 18 to be with a parent or guardian after 4 p.m. Fair leaders are also working with the Dane County Sheriff's Office to provide more security at the gates and on the grounds. A bomb threat led to the evacuation of the Wisconsin Technical College System building on University Avenue this afternoon. The building was evacuated and has been since cleared. It was not immediately clear, though, if anything suspicious was found or whether any arrests have been made. Dane County deputies say they're investigating a brazen armed robbery on the road early this morning on Cottage Grove. The victims, a man and a woman, say they were exiting Highway 12 to get onto Highway N when a dark-colored sedan cut them off and forced them to stop. Police say two armed men got out and approached the victims demanding money. They eventually drove off and no one was hurt. The sheriff's office says no one has been arrested, but the investigation is ongoing. The January 6th committee held its 8th hearing in primetime tonight. Committee members went over then-President Trump's refusal to quell his supporters' violence on Capitol Hill. Skylar Henry is there with details.
President Trump went to the private dining.
The House Select Committee investigating January 6th detailed former President Trump's inaction as his supporters stormed the Capitol.
This man of unbridled destructive energy could not be moved, not by his aides, not by his allies.
For more than 3 hours from the time Mr. Trump finished his speech to when this video was posted.
So go home. We love you. You're very special.
Aides say the president sat in the White House watching the violence unfold.
And who on the staff did not want people to leave the Capitol?
I can't think of anybody.
What about the president?
Yeah.
She said the staff.
Two administration officials who resigned told the committee that Mr. Trump ignored multiple pleas to call off the attack.
If the president had wanted to make a statement and address the American people, he could have been on camera almost instantly.
Former Deputy National Security Advisor Matthew Pottinger said he resigned after seeing Mr. Trump's tweet attacking Vice President Mike Pence.
I simply didn't want to be associated with the events that were unfolding on the Capitol.
Pottinger said the tweet added fuel to the fire, and as the mob moved through the Capitol, Secret Service agents protecting Pence started to fear for their own lives.
There were calls to say goodbye to family members, so on and so forth.
The committee's vice chair, Wyoming Republican Liz Cheney, announced additional hearings will be held this September. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Mr. Chairman.
Now, as for the missing Secret Service text messages from January 5th and 6th that the committee wants to see, the Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General is conducting its own probe and asked the Secret Service to stop its internal investigation. The IG says any wrongdoing it finds will be referred to the Justice Department for possible criminal charges. A new poll finds a majority of Americans lack confidence in the results of U.S. elections, and it's a sentiment that has grown steadily since the attack on the Capitol. The latest CNN poll conducted by SSRS took place between June and July 13th. A year and a half after the riots, 42% of voters say they have some confidence that U.S. elections reflected the will of the people, and just 16% said they are very confident. Next at 10, one of the former Minneapolis police officers convicted of violating George Floyd's civil rights will spend 2.5 years in prison. Prosecutors wanted more than twice that for former officer Thomas Lane. He will be required to pay mandatory restitution and be under supervised release for 2 years after he gets out of prison. Well, just when you thought the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard saga was over, oh, think again. Attorneys for Heard say they're going to appeal the verdict in Depp's defamation case against her, along with the 7 post-trial motions fighting the verdict that weren't ruled in her favor. A notice of appeal was filed with the court today. Road to recovery coverage now. More than 2 years into the pandemic, President Biden has tested positive for COVID-19. Deborah Alfarone reports from the White House.
Hey folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
President Biden is working from the White House after testing positive for COVID-19. Thursday afternoon, he tweeted out this video, speaking directly to the camera from the White House balcony.
Symptoms are mild, and I really appreciate your inquiries and your concerns.
The president recently returned from the Middle East and was in Massachusetts Wednesday, where he came into contact with several members of Congress.
I understand that the symptoms are light. I hope they continue to be so. That was my experience.
The president's doctor says his symptoms are mild and include a runny nose, fatigue, and occasional dry cough. He's being treated with the antiviral drug Paxlovid.
The goal of Paxlovid is to keep people from getting seriously ill.
President Biden, who is 79, has been reminding Americans that he's been vaccinated and boosted twice.
Every American deserves access to the best vaccines, the best treatments, and they are widely available.
Former President Trump became infected with COVID just before the 2020 election and was flown to Walter Reed Medical Center for aggressive treatment.
We're in a very different place than when former President Trump got COVID. That was before we had vaccines. It was before we had Paxlovid.
President Biden postponed a crime prevention event in Pennsylvania today. The White House says he will continue to carry out all of his duties in isolation until he tests negative. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
Vice President Kamala Harris, who previously recovered from COVID-19, tested negative for the virus this morning. The last time she was with the president was on Tuesday. Well, as you heard, President Biden is getting treated with the antiviral drug Paxlovid. It has emergency use authorization from the FDA to treat mild to moderate COVID-19 in adults and children who've tested positive. It's only meant for those who are at high risk for severe symptoms or hospitalization. A UW infectious disease expert says taking these tablets are an option you can find here in Madison. You just have to talk with a doctor first.
It can be hard to get, navigating health insurance companies if you haven't been in touch with your doctor for a while. If you don't have a primary care doctor, you might have some challenges to getting Paxlovid, but it is available and it's very effective, almost 90% effective in preventing hospitalization. And that's really what we want to avoid with this virus, is keeping people out of the healthcare system.
Omicron's BA.5 subvariant has been dominating among COVID cases in the U.S. According to the CDC, it's caused 78% of new infections across the U.S. last week. The rise of the subvariant over the past 3 months has corresponded to an increase in cases, hospitalizations, and deaths in the U.S. and Europe. And new tonight, health officials in New York have diagnosed the first case of polio in the U.S. in nearly a decade. Officials say an unvaccinated young adult from Rockland County was diagnosed with the now rare virus. They say the patient appeared to suffer from weakness and paralysis. Polio mostly causes flu-like symptoms, but can also lead to paralysis and death. Polio was once a common infection, but successful vaccination campaigns dramatically cut down on the number of cases. The last naturally occurring case of polio in the U.S. was in 1979. Still ahead at 10, your updated forecast, including a look at the potential storms this weekend. But first, a nationwide company cutting hundreds of jobs in Wisconsin, including right here in Madison. Stay with us.
Won't you come with me to the Wisconsin? Great state of Wisconsin State Fair.
Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 4th through the 14th.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America's under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
At Pick and Save, we believe local produce shouldn't be hard to find. That's why we work with local farms right in our own backyard to bring you fresher than fresh produce.
You got everything I need. You like Madison
to me. Oh, baby, because shopping for local produce should be as easy as shopping at your local Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Tomorrow morning, we focus on food insecurity in this week's Time for Kids.
And we'll tell you how to send us your answer for a chance to win Restaurant Week bucks.
Plus, a chance for severe weather is expected this weekend, how you can prepare from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. New tonight, if you've ever received a robocall saying, "We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty," you're not alone. Well, today the FCC says U.S. telecom providers will be required to block millions of those robocalls every day. This order targets a group of 13 individuals and 6 companies specifically. That group is accused of sending more than 8 billion messages since 2018. Captel is laying off hundreds of workers in southern Wisconsin. The company provides phone captioning services for people who are deaf and hard of hearing. In a notice filed yesterday with the state's Department of Workforce Development, Captel said it plans to permanently lay off 276 employees in Madison and Milwaukee. 28 of the workers are in Madison, while the rest are in Milwaukee. The layoffs will begin on September 20th. Ford is expected to cut thousands of jobs this summer. According to the Wall Street Journal, more than 4,000 white-collar jobs will be eliminated. That includes engineer, marketing, and sales positions. The report says factory workers are not expected to be impacted for now. American and United Airlines both reported their first operating profit since the start of the pandemic. Strong demand for air travel and high fares allowed the carriers to overcome rising fuel prices. American posted a record second quarter revenue of $13.4 billion, and United's revenue was up 6% compared to the same period of 2019. The Monarch butterfly, one step closer to extinction today as scientists put the iconic orange and black insect on the endangered list due to their fast dwindling numbers. The International Union for the Conservation of Nature estimates the population of monarch butterflies in North America has declined between 22 and 72% over the past 10 years. And check this out, it's unbelievable, a dramatic change. NASA has just released new satellite images of Lake Mead. You can see the dramatic water loss because of the ongoing drought. The one on the left, that is from the year 2000. The lake is full, the elevation about 1,200 feet. Now take a look at the other side. That is from this month. You can see mineralized lakeshore that used to be underwater. The elevation fell to just above 1,000 feet, and Lake Mead is the largest reservoir in the U.S. That doesn't...
Not great.
No.
Not great at all.
That's awful to see because it provides so much power too.
Yes.
To 3 states in that area as well.
Exactly, exactly. And, you know, we have a lot of water here in Wisconsin. We have a lot of natural waterways, so we usually don't see as much of an impact on droughts to our lake status, but still agriculturally, we need that rain to come through. We're talking about rain this weekend. It might come along with some stronger thunderstorms, though. Overall, our Doppler track has stayed mostly quiet this evening. We did have a few light showers northeast of Dane County and some light showers at the very southern edge of Rock County. sunny earlier this evening, but we're expecting things to stay mostly clear overnight and through most of the day on Friday. Now, Saturday, that's when the potential for severe weather really builds in. Northwest of Dane County towards La Crosse and the Twin Cities, we have an enhanced risk for severe weather, so a 3 on a scale to 5. And the concern there is the line of thunderstorms building in is going to come in during the heat of the day, where it's hot and humid outside, building into a very unstable environment. Overall, Saturday starts off with sunshine. That cloud coverage builds in by the late morning and the middle afternoon. Showers starting towards La Crosse. This continues through the evening and overnight. For early Sunday, closer to daybreak, we might still have a few lingering showers, but at that point, I think most of the rain will be to the southeast, and we'll get clearing skies later in the afternoon on Sunday. A little closer look at the timing for this. Overnight, we're expecting mostly clear skies. It will be mild, drop to the low 60s for overnight lows. Friday, partly sunny with a slight chance for an isolated shower in the afternoon. Similar to today, I think most of the area is going to stay dry, though. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s with heat index readings in the middle to upper 90s. As we look ahead to Saturday morning, temperatures early in the day in the 60s. We get some sun early. That cloud coverage builds in, and by the middle of the afternoon, we're starting to see showers and thunderstorms form towards La Crosse. That line continues to build southeast with a few showers and thunderstorms possible in the late afternoon or early evening for the rest of southern Wisconsin. But this main line along a cold front really sweeps through really between 9 and midnight. And that line is going to bring heavy rainfall and high winds, possibly even some large hail as it moves through. Behind this, we're expecting to dry up during the day on Sunday. Rainfall totals climbing above an inch. Some isolated areas could easily pick up over 2 inches. So we do have an alert day in the forecast for Saturday, of course, because those thunderstorms likely strengthening to that strong to severe level. 88 the high for tomorrow. Very warm outside, close to 90 on Saturday. And then we'll be in the low 80s for afternoon highs as we look ahead to next week. Overnight lows in the low 60s with a chance for showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
And when we come back, Madison Magazine is out with its annual Best of Madison edition. We'll tag along with the team as they surprise some of the first place winners. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's a lovely day. Cars built with safety in mind, even for those guys. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the spacious 2022 Atlas. Limited inventory available.
And my economic plan is moving this country in a better direction.
What planet is he living on? Record gas prices, 40-year high inflation, costing Wisconsin families over $8,000 a year. Sorry, Joe, that's the wrong direction. Here on planet Earth, Senator Johnson voted against Biden's massive deficit spending that sparked inflation, and he passed tax cuts to help Wisconsin families survive the economic turmoil caused by Democrats.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Change it up and choose Dutch Boy from Menards. Get the best quality Dutch Boy paints at the best prices. Pick out the perfect color. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create thousands of color options. And with Dutch Boy's easy opening, smooth pouring container, and no prep, no prime formula, transforming your home has never been easier. Get Dutch Boy Forever interior flat paint for $30.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Energy is everywhere, even in a little seedling, which, when turned into fuel, can help power a plane. At Chevron's El Segundo refinery, we're looking to turn plant-based oil into renewable gasoline, jet, and diesel fuels. Our planet offers countless sources of energy, but it's only human to find the ones that could power a better future.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Mom, Abel's looking for you.
Oh, all right.
As parents, we know that all Wisconsin kids should grow up in a healthy, safe world. As a women's health doctor, I know that access to abortion services is fundamental to personal and economic success. I'm going to fight for financial security so Wisconsin families can succeed and even dream. I'm Jillian Bettino, a mother, a doctor, a fighter, and I'm running for Wisconsin State Treasurer.
It's a lovely day to...
Cars built with safety in mind, even for those guys. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the spacious 2022 Atlas. Limited inventory available.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
From food, attractions, nightlife, art, lifestyles, and much more, Madison Magazine has officially released its annual Best of Madison Awards today. There are nearly 500 gold, silver, and bronze winners from a variety of categories. And in addition to that, Madison Magazine's editors selected 15 Editors' Picks Awards, which will be announced tomorrow. Without a doubt, this is one of Madison Magazine's most anticipated issues of the year. It's the annual poll celebrating everything that makes Madison great, and it's all voted on by you. Today, the Madison Magazine team went door to door, surprising some of the winners.
Absolutely, it's the employees that we have. The compassion and care they give to our patients and families is amazing.
At Oakwood Village, we're proud to have been serving Madison area seniors for almost 75 years.
I think Madison is our home, and it's our customers' home, and I think it's a community thing.
They always are able to get them.
We've been here 28 years, and I guess it's just the fact is we just keep hanging on and making the best, and people just keep finding us.
We have a great team. We are committed to quality and service, and we give back to the communities that we live and work in.
Thank you for everybody for voting us Best of Madison, and we appreciate you. We get to throw a party every day. Thank you.
Remodeling is a great business for the community because we've been in business for over 45 years, providing quality products and services for our customers.
Thank you so much. Yeah, there we go.
We are very proud to be voted again Best of Madison. We are a family-owned and operated business. We welcome 350,000 customers a year, and everybody enjoys it. Thank you.
And to see all of the winners for yourself, you can check it out on our website or right here, channel3000.com. We'll be right back.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopco Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Right now, get 40% off frames with any lens purchase.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Soak in the savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. Don't miss the perfect opportunity to fill your home with the world's most comfortable seating for less. It's time for Stressless, proud to be endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's Fuel Frenzy Weekend, this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Get a 16-cent fuel saver on Pepsi 6-packs when you buy 4. A 10-cent fuel saver when you buy 10 pork chops. A 10-cent fuel saver on 2 pounds of Driscoll's Blueberries. A 10-cent fuel saver when you buy 2 Nabisco snack crackers. And get a 10-cent fuel saver on M&M's sharing size. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend, this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. And check out HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. It's back to school time. Prep your student for success with a comprehensive eye exam.
Call for action. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, yesterday was National Hot Dog Day, but today has one-upped that. It's National Junk Food Day. So celebrate with some chips, chocolate, maybe some cake, basically anything packed with fat, sugar, and calories. These types of food became a staple of the American life after World War II when the popularity of pre-packaged foods grew, though the term junk food was not coined until the 1970s.
Yummy. Everything's okay in moderation, right?
It is. It's supposed to be moderation. But sometimes when you eat your feelings.
One Reese's wrapper turns into where'd the bag go?
I know.
As we look ahead to the next few days, might be a good idea to stay inside on Saturday. Don't eat all the junk food, though. We have an alert day in the forecast in the evening, so enjoy the sunshine early and the be weather aware later on.
All right, thank you. And thank you for joining us. Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.